This, how did you get, your brother,
Mhm,
Booker, is your youngest brother, right?
mhm.
How did you two like get interested in professional wrestling? Was it something you watched growing up?
I think everybody watches wrestling growing up, man. I think at least everybody in Texas does. I don't know about anywhere else, but we were always fans of professional wrestling. We never thought about being professional wrestlers or anything like that. That was a whole nother process. We just, tried it. Uh, Ivan Putski was opening up a wrestling school, and we was like, hey, we'll try that. We'll try anything once. And we went to his wrestling school, and Scott Casey was the trainer there, and we really got into it, man. It was something new, something different, and we really had a blast just training and stuff like that, going to training every day, and this, that, and the other, and uh, one thing just led to another, man. And next thing you know, um,
You became
you know, I mean,
superstars.
I mean, that's we never thought about everything that happened to us. We never thought about it, man. We just
You just
been
had
in the
it.
right place at the right time.
Sure.
And like I said, people always ask me. Matter of fact, I was just talking about this today with um, guy that does a lot of my social media stuff for me, and a lot of my bookings and stuff like that. And I was telling him that Eddie Gilbert actually put us together to be a tag team.
Really?
God rest his soul, Eddie Gilbert. We never had any inclination of wanting to be a tag team. My brother was wrestling, I was wrestling, but we wasn't wrestling together.
Hmm.
He would be booked on different shows that I wasn't booked on, and I was booked on shows that he wasn't booked on.
So it was like
We
around
were just working indies around Texas and
yeah.
stuff like that. We just wrestling, you know what I'm saying, and hanging out. People put on wrestling shows here and there, and we would show up, and but we never were partners. He was like a babyface. I was a heel back in those days. So like I say, some shows he might be on as a babyface and I'm not on them. And some shows I might get booked as a heel and he not on. So we never had it. We were just wrestling.
Yeah. It just was
And
kind of in the blood.
yeah, no, we were just wrestling because that's what we trained to do. We just enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I went down to do an interview with Eddie Gilbert, and he was the booker down in Global. And I told my brother, maybe you ought to come go with me, because frankly, I didn't feel like driving down to Dallas by myself and then coming back by myself. So I told my brother to come go with me. So my brother went with me, and he went in the office when we went to do my interview with Eddie Gilbert, and he walked in with me. And Eddie looked at him like, who is that? In essence, about to tell him, hey, man, get out of here. This is a private meeting. And I said, oh, no, that's my brother, man. He said, your brother? I said, yeah, my brother. He goes, does he work? I go, yeah. He said, how long have you been working? I said, oh, no, we started together. And then he sit back and said, nobody told me you had a brother, because the guys up there had told him who I was. Some of the guys that were working up there already, and I was in some of the independent magazines. I was calling myself Super Collider then, and I was a heel. And then Eddie Gilbert was like, can you guys come back next week? I want to have a meeting with both of you. So we came back next week, and I guess he had put it through his head. And he was like, man, I'm looking for a babyface tag team. I don't know if he assumed that we were, I don't know how, because we got no pictures together. A lot of pictures of me in the independent magazines by myself as Super Collider. But maybe he just got an inkling in his mind. I really don't know. And he was like, man, I'm looking for a babyface tag team, man. I want people that they dress. I want them dressing right, and I want them speaking good and blah, 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 and be a babyface team that people can really look up to and young kids can look up to. You guys think y'all can do that? And we was like, yeah, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can do that.
It just happened like that,
That
like out of nowhere.
This is Eddie Gilbert.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is Eddie Gilbert. And because I was coming down for a tryout as a heel Super Collider. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was like, okay, man. He said, oh yeah, anyway, have you guys ever tagged together? And we were like, yeah, we've tagged together many times. We were lying. We'd never tagged together. We had
Wow.
never tagged together ever in our lives.
Was it?
And
Yeah.
huh?
Was this when you guys were the Ebony Experience
Yeah,
for GWF?
he came up with that too.
Oh wow.
Like I say, we owe so much to Eddie Gilbert. That whole thing was his idea. Me and my brother being a tag team. We had never thought about ever being a tag team. Ever.